Where are you, Moonlight Butterfly? Where are you? Oh, I hear you. Hello, friends. It's your buddy Nick here with Game with the Guys. We are playing Dark Souls 1 today, and we're hanging out here on our way into the... is it called the Shaded Woods? I don't remember. Let's take a walk in here, and we'll find out once this tree tries to murder us. All right. Oh, that really reminds me. So, I wanted to point out what I've done since the last episode. I went and did some farming, and I got more Titanite, the green Titanite, for my Great Magic Scythe. So now, if you look over here where it says right weapon 1, it's now at 376. Before, well, actually at the end of the last episode, it was at 179, I think. So I have done a massive, massive increase, more than doubled my attack damage. And with the making it a magic scythe rather than just a standard scythe, it now scales with my intelligence. Oh, no, don't fall. Oh, I lost the goods. So now it scales with my intelligence more so than it does with my other attributes. Actually, let's take a look real quick. If we go in here, you'll see that there's an E and strength, D and dexterity, and C with my intelligence. And I'm definitely not done upgrading this weapon yet, but that'll have to come a little bit later. That guy was all trying to hide from me. Oh, I totally forgot about his friend. There we go. Now, I think that there's a little thing hiding here. Yeah, let's grab that. And we want to run down over here. And Dexter's hanging out. He's chewing on something. I don't know what it is. But this is an area you can cross through here using the key, which is something that the blacksmith sells. Now, I do want to light this, but I'm not going to rest here because I want to keep my checkpoint at the last bonfire that I rested at, which was back in the undead something or rather, by the blacksmith there. Whoop, whoop. And these guys are waiting for me in the ground here. Hopefully I can just murder them all before they come to life. Oop, because they're waiting to gank me. And now I have completely negated the gank. Alright, now on down here through the white light. Now there's a bunch of different stuff in here that's going to come to life, but we're going to take a little side trip first. Just kind of go over and get some of the other goods that are available down in here in the Darkroot Garden. Is that right? Darkroot Garden. Here we go. Ooh. And these guys, they do have a fun drop, the Green Blossom, which helps with your stamina recovery. And in this game, I don't feel like stamina recovery, I mean, it is super important, but I feel like in Dark Souls 2 it's a little bit more important, especially for my build, since casting sorceries does not use stamina. And I don't know where this guy's going, but it's not going very far. So, as I come down in here, there's going to be an ambush of guys down here soon. Let me pick this stuff up here. Oh, what the... that's the one that fell from above. Okay. That was really confusing for a second there, but I know what he was. Yeah, if you've got... whoa. Oops. That was bad. Do not want to croak here. Let's go ahead and heal up. These guys aren't particularly dangerous unless you leave your guard open like that. Pretty easy to kill. Especially when you have a buffed up great scythe like I do. Oh, one more. Hello. Hello? I hit my attack button and it just wasn't very responsive today. And there's this little dead body hiding back here. Let me just make sure that I don't have... Okay, I have a bunch of this stuff equipped. Don't really need any of that. What does this person have to say? Probably something about the view. Oh, talking about a liar. Well, I don't see the liar's comment there, so we'll just ignore it. Okay, that guy can't be hit yet, but now he can. There we go. These guys have very high defense, but they don't really have a whole lot of hit points. So if you've got something like magic, usually works pretty well against them. They're particularly high in their physical defense. You can actually get their armor set, and their armor set is really awesome for physical defense. You can just throw on a piece or two of their armor, and you're pretty much set on physical defense. I don't think that it can be upgraded, but you really don't need to. Oop. See, I took off half of his... Okay. Tranquil Walk of Peace. Yeah, I took off half of his hit points with just one swing. So, not a whole lot of hit points. And there is the Wolf Ring. Something I'll probably never use. I think that boosts your poise, and I don't really... I mean, I like to do light builds, so... I mean, I probably could use anything to boost my poise, but I don't... Not something that I really have great value for. So now we're going to want to run back up here. And I did want to just take a moment to mention, the next place we're really supposed to go is Sen's Fortress, but I kind of wanted to do just a little side thing before we run in there and, you know, check out some of this other area. Sen's Fortress goes directly into, like, the next area that you're supposed to be exploring, but then there's not really a particular timeline for coming in here. So I just thought now would be a good time. If I could actually hit this guy, that'd be great. There we go. What does this say? Be wary of treasure. That's actually a very good warning. Because that little beast thing will attack you if you come in to grab that. And I don't really use spear weapons a whole lot, but if you need the partisan, that's where it is. Now I know there's more of these tree guys hiding around here somewhere. I don't see any right now, but there's another one of these guys. Yeah, you have good camouflage, but since I know where you are, it's not quite good enough. Alright, let's get rid of some of these stone giants here. And yeah, just 2 swings like that will take care of them pretty easily. I don't know if they have any drops. I can't remember. It's been a long time. They do have a really cool weapon, and their armor, like I mentioned before, is very strong. So I want to see if I can get rid of some of these little tree guys and whatnot. I don't want to get a bunch of these guys going at once. I'll just let him stand up. Get rid of him. And there's a couple of tree guys here. Take care of him. Take care of him. And this item up there is actually a pretty good armor set. So I want to grab that. I don't know that I'll use it anytime soon, but it is one that I like having. And man, usually this place is a little bit more scary, but these guys, being able to take them out with just a couple of swings... Oh, I thought I was going to be stuck on that tree. Come here, buddy. Yep, that's cool. Whoa! And done. Now, there might be a few more enemies in here. I'm not really sure. This is the Elite Knight Armor set, which is something where it has... It doesn't really have... Let's actually take a look at a piece of it. Where are you? Yeah, if you look in here, it doesn't really have the best elemental defense, but it's a lot better than some of the other stuff. But it's a really good weight to defense scale, or ratio, I should say. So that's a really good one if you want to have keep yourself as lightweight as you can while still just getting the best benefits. So I like to put on, a piece of that or two. Usually I do the chest piece of it because it looks pretty cool. Now, in here, we've got our friend. Here she is. Witch Beatrice. Come on in. It's funny because we're going to go fight the Moonlight Butterfly right now. And the Moonlight Butterfly seems like mostly a kind of a magic-based enemy type. But she's pretty susceptible to magic herself. So I will be using my Great Soul Arrow to strike her down. And Beatrice actually has more powerful spells, but, her AI kind of sucks. So we'll see how much help she can really be. Anyway, this is a good fight if you've got the Crush Shield that does a lot of magic block. That's a good one to use in here. But I don't have it yet. So, where are you, Moonlight Butterfly? Where are you? Oh, I hear you. Oh, a little too far. And you see that Beatrice just does a huge amount of damage to it. And we can just make quick work of her. I'm just gonna heal up just in case. Yeah, and one more shot and she'll be gone. Yeah. Not. If you have projectiles, if you use magic especially, then this is just a joke of a boss. And with her soul, let's actually take a look at the soul real quick. I haven't been doing a lot of reading of the soul information here. The soul of the Moonlight Butterfly, soul of the mystical Moonlight Butterfly, which flitters in the Darkroot Garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly's soul is a creation of Seath the Scaleless, used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. And I've never actually gone through and made the unique weapons, but I have read descriptions of them. And there's a kind of a lance or a spear type weapon, which seems kind of dumb. But the shield is supposed to be just something that you can stack with other stuff to make it incredibly powerful. Who knows? And maybe I'll try to do that in this playthrough. I've never actually made it, but it seems pretty interesting. And here is a blacksmith who's got a new ember for us. There it is. And a homeward bone. Thankfully as a homeward bone, because otherwise we'd have to run all the way back through all that stuff, and I don't want to do it. So, let's bone it on back. And here we are back in Undead Parish. That's the name I couldn't remember before. And our homeboy here is going to go nuts for this ember, so let's give it to him.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I can produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
I noticed that when he's talking, his mouth actually moves. I don't think that I've seen any other characters' mouths move when they talk.
Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
I've never noticed that before. So now we have a Divine Ember that he can use to create divine weapons, which are very useful when you're going down into the catacombs, because the skeletons down there cannot die unless you kill the pyromancer or the necromancer pyromancer that controls them, or smite them down with divine weapons. So now we have the ability to create divine weapons to allow us to go down in there. I don't think that there's anything else we need from him.
Killed. Neither of us want.
Yeah, you don't want to see me go hollow. Well, neither do I. So I mean, that's a pretty good trade-off. Well, let's run in here. I suppose I can get a level. Let's go ahead and throw it in on intelligence, because that's going to increase my weapon strength and my my magic pew pew awesomeness. So let's go ahead and do that one. And now, yeah, well, that section of the Darkroot Garden is pretty quick and easy if you have strong enough stuff. Maybe I can run around and check out some of the other sections of the Darkroot Garden, and like the Darkroot Basin and whatnot. Since I've only been recording for like 15 minutes, so let's just fast forward. We'll get down there and check some of that out. Up to the top of the ladder and across this little bridge, and I noticed that I kept saying the word Darkroot Garden when I actually meant Darkroot Garden. And here's a little ledge here that is super annoying. Oh, geez, it is so easy to fall there. You really have to be careful. I hate that part. And there is actually lots of stuff to do in this section of the Darkroot Garden, but I'm going to go one way when there's a lot more to explore, and maybe I'll check out a little bit more of that later, but I wanted to go this direction into the Darkroot Garden. And over here we've got a couple of big roly-poly kitty cats, and I'm gonna have to fast forward through a lot of this fight because this is a really slow fight and very repetitive. So basically, there's this one here. He's got some friends up on the ledge above. You want to just get where he can't quite get to you. And this spot right here by the trees is kind of where they're leashed at. So if you just kind of keep coming up here and baiting an attack, they'll fly by and it screws up your frames per second. Ugh. But yeah, that's all you do. You get them to roll up to their leash point and then swing away as much as you can. Come on, buddy. There we go. So yeah, this that area just really absolutely destroys your frames per second. So it can definitely throw you off the first time or two that you're fighting those guys. But up here there is some really cool stuff that I wanted to get. And it's over in this direction. Also in this direction is a boss battle that we will come back to later. You see that bridge there, and now that will lead us into, a lot of people consider it one of the best boss battles, if not just kind of the one that they just really enjoy or remember the most. These guys don't really do a lot to try to hurt you, and you can really backstab them pretty easily since they just kind of leave themselves open. Whoop. But they do have a ton of hit points for just being something so weak and defenseless like that. They have a couple of big brothers that are guys that you do not want to mess with, though. So it's best to use projectiles, or if you've got like grenades. If you have fire bombs or something like that, that's a great way to fight them off. Or a bow, anything like that. And they're hiding back. Where did I leave them? I feel like I walked around them. Oh, there they are. I see them off in the distance there. I just thought there was more of these little guys around. And here they are. They're all here. They're just kind of hiding out here. And these guys actually have a cool drop if they ever drop it, and they The tree was kind of messing me up there. Yeah, these guys, you do not want to get too close to them. They hit like a truck. So just keep your distance. Pew pews work great on them. Yeah, and luckily, you're not seeing him come up. Let's see if I can get him to do one of his attacks. It's super slow and pretty easy to dodge, but I'm pretty sure that would one-shot me if he actually hit me with it. And they do drop the gold pine resin. And the smaller guys, I think, have a possibility of dropping it too, but it's a lot lower possibility. And so I don't know if you can backstab these big guys. I've tried, and I usually just get my ass kicked when I do that. So instead, I'm going to just keep a little distance and shoot him down. And as you can see, he's taking a ton of damage. Those guys have so many hit points. All right, and this is the prize that I wanted. This is the Enchanted Ember, and I will probably be using the Enchanted Path for the further progression on my weapon. And now I'm a little bit lost right now. I think it's back this way. Where are we? Where are we? Ah, yes, here we are. So, back here is an awesome treasure. I'm sure this tells me that. Chest ahead. And earlier in the episode, I was talking about the awesome armor you can get. This is it. Now, let me just take a look at something real quick. Let me go in and just check out the foot pieces. Yeah, you'll see just really, really, really good defense, tons of durability, but very, very heavy. And I'm pretty sure you can't upgrade it, but man, if you can just throw just one of those pieces on, and I mean, like, you put on just like the leg piece, and it will it really just boost your defense so well. I did want to come in here and talk to our kitty cat friend over here. Hello.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me. But cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
Wait. Did you ask a question? My decision is yes.
Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
I am going to join, but not for the reasons you think.
I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant. And here taketh this ring.
Excellent.
If thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own family. To thine kinsman forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double-cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
Good to know. So now that I've joined that group, these guys over here are not going to be aggressive toward me.
I've heard all about you. I'm
Really?
Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form of rules, you hear? Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance, for any reason. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
Oh, what a kind guy. And he's got a buddy back here who's very difficult to see, who has nothing to say, but he's wearing cool ninja armor. Now, in here, when you come in normally, all these guys are coming after you, and there's a lot of guys in here. Some, like this guy, he is not wearing the ring of fog like that ninja was. Now, I think over here we will find... Where are you? Where are you? Aha! Here's an archer wearing the ring of fog, so a lot more difficult to see. And the covenant that I joined, when you wear the ring, it summons you into this area for a lot of PvP. This is the biggest area for PvP in Dark Souls 1. I don't really know that there's... I mean, there are a few covenants that really work with the PvP, but I feel like this one is kind of like the main one. And I did want to run over here. There's a few more of these hunters, I guess you would call them, that are protecting the woods here. There's a couple of guys here. One not wearing a ring of fog, and this guy is. And right up here is a door. This was the one when I first walked up and it said that you needed a key. This is the other side of it. So when you place that in there, that opens up this shortcut. But I don't really want to pay 20,000 souls to open up that shortcut. But, well, the reason why I joined the Covenant is if we take a look at this ring here, and maybe I'll just show you real quick. This is to answer Alvina's summoning, and you can check out the description there if you want to just pause it. But if you can actually feed it to Frampt for 1,000 souls, and the next time you load, you can retrieve it again, and you don't have to come all the way up here. So I actually wanted to call it quits on this episode right here. I will show that in future ones. I'm sure you'll see me picking it up several times, because it is a little way of being able to get, it's 1,000 souls for the ring, and you can get it just as many times as you want, and it's always, you can always sell it to Frampt for 1,000 when you feed it to him. So that's a pretty cool little thing. And so it's just an easy way to just get a few extra souls here and there. And so that's why I always join this Covenant. But anyway, I wanted to say thanks for watching. Oh, my controller just croaked on me. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you want all the latest news and notes, be sure to check out GameWithTheGuys.com. My controller is working again. Hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel so you can get all the videos immediately into your feed. And if you press that like button and leave comments, we can get discussions going and get all chitty-chatty. But until the next time, I will say once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you then on Game with the Guys.